Any of the long ones. Get those out of the way. Hey, there you go. Good. Good guess. So with that, the pipe helps him skip a stage. Claris is going for the mushroom house. SDiezal's going straight into the hammer bro fight. Not a bad choice for either one, really.
Taking those hammer bros out, get some music box. The please go to sleep hammer bros option.
Yeah. Ooh, and Claris does take a death there to that boomerang bro. SDiezal finds himself in the World 5 beta stage here.
Not my favorite beta stage either. That's usually because it's filled with fire chains and other things I hate.
Yeah.
clarisdatcom, having fun with these hammer bros.
Oh yeah, they're giving him all sorts of trouble here.
It seems that he's decided to eschew going after the Hammer Brothers and just took the stage.
Oh,
Yeah!
Paragoomba,
Oh, no!
the true final boss here, takes him out.
SDiezal has found World 8 fort.
Claire's going to probably take it a little slow here coming up. So the good news is, if he does get a game over, he's truly not that far behind. He's only behind a stage and a half at that point. Now with that, Claris is also in the World 8 fort. He just got to be a little careful here being small. And SDiezal will be heading into the Boom Boom fight as Claris is about a third of the way through. See how Claris does with this first P-switch. He's got the good speed here. He's going to probably play it safe. I don't blame him. I'm going to grab the 2 power-ups here in this room. SDiezal does get gets a cloud from the Hammer Bros. Great item. He's going to choose to skip the coin ship. I don't blame him. He's already got one, but at the same time, you kind of want to know what that item is.
Yeah, and right now we have 2-2 with lag bloopers too.
Yeah, the lag bloopers. That's a good word for them. Never thought of calling them that before, but they do produce a ton of lag.
That's what I've always called them. That's why I hate seeing them in levels, because they lag, they eat inputs, and they probably kill you while they're at it.
Yeah. So SDiezal grabs his 2nd star. I'm pretty sure he's going to go with the 3-star approach here. Gain those extra lives. Claris is going to probably grab the extra life here on the coin ship. Yeah, not a bad choice. So Claris is a little more secure on lives here. Goes with the swag kill on these the boomerang bros. SDiezal has the right equipment on for Fort Knox. It's going to be real fast for him. I think Claris wants revenge. Oh, he's going for it, yeah. Definitely not letting those boomerang bros get away. Takes 4 to 5 of his lives there, and he's just, no, I'm coming back.
The petty fireballs of vengeance.
So SDiezal finds himself in 5-1 here.
Oh my god, yet.
So we're roughly about a stage and a half behind, about a stage behind. So SDiezal picking up the 3 stars there. It's going to give him 10 lives. So I think he's pretty good for the rest of the seed. Here we're going to find the 5-3 beta for him.
Which is another one I'm not particularly fond of.
I'd take this over the actual 5-3.
Would you?
Yeah, honestly,
I mean, then you get lag bloopers all over the place in here. Are you sure?
That's true, but it's hard because I don't like 5-3 to begin with. But then again, this is also shorter technically, even with the lag bloopers. Claris here finishing up Fort Knox. He had the right equipment attached too, so
I am G Mario. It's something.
so SDiezal heading into the first airship, and it's going to be the World 5 airship where he's going to face off against Lemmy. Claris taking the grabbing the chain star here. Certain coin boxes will give you a star. Somersaults his way down. He finishes up 5-1, gains an extra life. SDiezal's taking on Lemmy. Looks
Three
like
hits.
Three hit
Pretty
Lemmy.
clean fight.
Yeah, good fight by him. So with that, we got World 6 out of the way. What do you think, chat? What do you think World 2 is going to be?
Oh, I'm hoping it's World 7.
Hoping
I
it's
just
World
want
7?
I just want the lawn levels back to back.
Nothing wrong with that. That means the last part of the seed could be extremely fast. And we got World 3, and we got both locks on the screen. That's an
Pretty
interesting
good.
setup. Plus, there's, what is there? Let's see, 5 pipes there?
Well, we know we have to take this for it to get through that lock.
Yeah. It's an interesting setup for them. SDiezal's in 4F2 here. He's going to make some good clean jumps to avoid all the enemies and make his way to Boom Boom. As Claris is on his way to Lemmy.
A very good pipe, isn't it? The best pipe, in fact. And Claris finds out about hitboxes.
Yeah, Lemmy likes to make his hitbox a little funky with the bouncy balls he's got. Alright, SDiezal's going to check another pipe here. And there we go. We find our way to Windy. So one stage is required to play to get to Windy. So that was kind of like our World 3 last time around when World 4, all they had to play was Fort Knox. So while it may seem that Diesel is at least a world ahead, technically it's only 2 stages. So let's see if Windy plays nice this time around. Got 2. 3 hit. Oh, and SDiezal does take a death over there.
Hold on.
Claris is now in 4F2. SDiezal is going to give Windy another chance here. Let's see, so try. We got 1. She's at least a 4-hitter. 2. 3. 4. She's a 5-hit Windy. Ooh, SDiezal takes another death.
That's a rough Wendy. This could give Claris a chance to catch up.
Yeah, Claris is going to play these Hammer Bro stages, which is probably the smart choice here. Give himself
Gets a
he does get
hammer.
another hammer. So with World 4, you could still use a hammer in World 4 depending on the map layout and what you need to do. But he's going to take on both of them. So he's still roughly about a stage behind. SDiezal's like, all right, Wendy, let's go. He's got the Tanuki suit on. He's ready to take her down. Nice use of the statue. It's not the fastest fight, but you know what? It's a clean fight.
And Wendy's down, finally. Claris is just right behind him, though. This could give Claris a chance to get ahead.
That's true. Claris is on his way through. SDiezal is done with World 2, so chat, let's see what you think World 3 is going to be. You're still saying 7, I'm guessing.
I want 7. I want that early 7. I want that circuitous 7 that makes you go through every single pipe.
I'm going to say it's going to be a long World 2. I like to see a long World 2. Claris takes down Wendy with 1 HP left, and
yes!
you got World 7. So we have 5 and a fort. You got 2 forts right there on the first 2 islands. We see 1 lock. So we're not sure where that other lock is. It's probably on the last island. I'm going to say it's probably blocking the castle. Yeah, it looks like they're going to have to play through 7-2 here, and that will be 4-5. Only stage with the
homing bullet bills.
Yeah, the homing bullet bills. I knew it. Couldn't think of the word.
I would take that 5 and fort, but that's me.
Yeah, I get what they're doing though, because if it's not the right one, you might be wasting time.
But that's a gamble. You know, the other one might not take.
Right.
And if it's the right thing, you know. And this is one of those worlds where this flag set can be very volatile.
Yeah, I've seen it play very nice, and I've seen it where racers have had to go through every single stage there. So the lock is blocking. Well, it's not really blocking too much, because if they can get to that pipe behind there, there is a possibility.
But there is, in logic, I believe, you either have to play like a whole bunch of more stages or do a fort.
Exactly. Claris is working his way through 4-5 right now himself, as SDiezal finds the cheap hand stage. So what makes this stage so special about the item at the end there, Paranoia?
The item at the end is randomized, but every single one of the hand stages will have the same item. So every hand stage is going to have a fire flower.
And I think that's a great item to find. Excellent item to find, really.
And we have the mega tank here as the fort here.
Yes, as many in the community call it super tanks. Honestly, it's an easy tank, if you ask me. I think this is easier than the first tank stage.
Honestly, with the auto scroller removed, I am inclined to agree.
So Claris is actually going to play the stage here. This is going to be 7-3. Well, SDiezal went back to play the fort. So if this pays off, the pipe to the left may take Claris to the other side of that island. It's a risk, but I think it's a smart choice. Either way, you got to play that stage.
That appears to have been the right fort, too. Because that lock did not break, so the one on the island on the right is broken.
Yep, so there we go. We know what's going on here.
So, World 7 volatility at its finest.
Claris is going to check the pipe. Let's see where that takes him. Oh.
To the other fort, which he's going to take out, which is sudden.
He's
World 1.
Yep, he realizes fort. So the thing with the World Fort 1, that fort cannot block you in any way because of the item you can grab at the top, which is usually the warp whistle, but in the randomizer it's a random item. Therefore, it can't block your way, so you can't get soft locked if you grab the item. So he knows it's not the correct fort. I'm kind of surprised there by Diesel. I would have saved that fire flower. I think he did the right thing by putting him to sleep, but I would have saved the fire flower.
Maybe not me. I'm a little greedy, so I probably would have done the flower stage. Have the Ludwig 2-hitter.
So SDiezal now will be into World 4. Well, we still got 1, 2, 5, well, and 4. Yeah. So.
And now the next one that has the potential to be very long is 5, so that's what I want to see.
Now, what I would like to see, and I've had this before in practice, is a pipe that makes you go up to play a fort that has to make you go back down to get past the lock that takes you back up to the other side of the castle.
You see.
It gets complicated, but I love that kind of a setup. So with World 4, you got both forts sitting there. That's a very nice setup. You got 6F3 here.
Which is, you know, it's a fort.
See now
Probably.
when that item box, if that's a star, I'm happy because I'm off to the races at that point.
And we have a Hotfoot who behaves,
Yeah.
which may not seem like much of a novelty here, but usually that room has like 30 hot feet that just move wherever they want. I am only slightly exaggerating.
Yeah, so while Claris is behind, he's really only behind by 2 stages, so he's catching up pretty quickly here.
And SDiezal did the fort for the bridge first, but that doesn't get him towards where he needs to go. So both forts were required in this world. And hello, Fort F51.
The ground fort, as they like to call it. So yeah, a lot of people may be like, well, he's got hammers, he can break locks. Unfortunately, with the bracket seeds, you cannot break the locks, and the end card games are non-existent. So
forget what you saw during the group stages. They do not apply here.
literally the only thing the rocks will break will literally break, our hammers will break the rocks, no locks. So the best use you can get out of it is either World 3, 6, or 2. Sometimes 4, depending on the map layout. Good fight there by SDiezal. And Claris has the command message by the king there.
As we find the normal tanks. Again, maybe not that bad with the auto-scroller remove, but this is slightly more stuff to deal with than super tanks.
Yeah, super tanks generally moves relatively slow with the auto scroller, but since it's mostly flat, just a few hops, you're good to go. SDiezal finds a cloud from that stage, so that's a very good item to find.
And that hammer brother just decides to get in the way. As they do. You do not die.
Yeah, SDiezal playing a little safe there. I don't blame him for that. Get some mushroom out of it. Some people don't like finding mushrooms, but you know what? A power-up's a power-up in this stage. When you're in the brackets, you'll take whatever you can get.
Claris discovering the same thing that SDiezal does, and now has to go deal with World 5 Fort 1.
So SDiezal's now in the World 6 airship where he'll face off against Iggy.
Iggy, otherwise known as hitboxes.
Yeah. What are they? How do they work?
We just don't know.
So with 1 hit so far, let's see what Iggy gives him.
Five hits.
5 hit Iggy.
Our first 5 hitter of this best of 3.
That was a good fight by him too. No hit, no damage to himself.
That would be a good time for a music box on Claris' side.
Yeah.
Just to prevent the Hammer Brother dancing.
Claris is still playing relatively aggressive for his normal play style. Unfortunately, SDiezal has been pretty much playing perfectly. He hasn't really made too many mistakes.
And we have 5 Fort 2.
The Sky Fort.
One of my least favorite fortresses. I don't know why, I just don't like it.
Well, the trick with this fort is don't stop. Don't grab a power, just go. You should be fine.
And now we get to dance to the star music for a moment.
Claris now in his Iggy fight as SDiezal finishes up Boom Boom. There's that
Claris.
hitbox.
Hit boxes, please. Oh boy, World 5 levels.
5-4 here to start out for SDiezal here in World 1. Gotta watch out for the spinning bars of doom. Might launch you into the bottom of the pit.
Which, honestly, they normally want to do anyway.
Pretty fairly easy stage for him. He did a good job. He'll be moving on to his next course as Claris will be entering into World 1 himself.
clarisdatcom not stopping for the... Okay, he stopped for a power-up.
I don't blame him. I get it. You want the extra hit points. I want to say Claris thinks he's like he doesn't know he's behind because they can't watch the other streams. But I feel like
he gets into the pipe of the star.
Did a good job keeping that P speed. But I feel like he knows he's behind, but I don't think he thinks he's behind by that much. So playing it safe while still being aggressive.
And all it takes is one hang up for SDiezal for Claris to take the lead here.
Oh, it's a commentator's curse you got there.
It's very powerful.
This time he's going to use a P-Wing. Smart choice. Get through the stage a little safer. Especially with it being the World 3 airship, he's going to fly right over the top of it. Or he's going to meet Larry. I think we're due for an Earthquaker. Oh, no, not yet. A nice two-hitter for Larry. SDiezal's not going to go for the high grab there, which is, it's kind of to each his own. So, Claris working his way through 2-5. Right now, Claris is still roughly about, I'd say, a stage and a half behind right now. He did catch up a little bit with that SDiezal's death there in the beginning of the airship, so... But with World 5, it might make the routing a little different. We'll see here.
And we are finding the fun of Sledge Bros.
And that pipe is a decent layout there for World 5. They are going to have to break... They could break the lock. They still got to play at least a stage or two.
He could break the rock, Blake. Oh my goodness! Break the lock. Break the rock and get through. Go to where the pyramid is, and then go up to the fortress, and that would be probably the fastest way through this.
Yeah, I don't think he has the lock though. I saw music boxes and clouds. I think Diesel's been burning through his inventory. So this might actually give Claris a little bit of advantage where he's going to have to play a few extra stages. Technically one extra stage, but still. We find 2-1 here for SDiezal. Ooh, not a good enemy matchup here.
And nippers. What fire. I like it.
Definitely gives a challenge, that's for sure. Oh, look out. Gotta watch out for those off-the-hook chain chomps.
And between piranhas and fire nippers and all sorts of fun things.
One spike at the end, but unfortunately he's no threat. Claire's going to use that hammer he's got. He's going to go straight to...
And that's I think that's 8-8, isn't it?
7, yeah.
7-8. Words are hard, everyone.
Hello,
Fort 2.
We were waiting for him. He had the rear's ugly head.
Fort 2 has shown itself. And SDiezal doesn't really have many items to use here.
So this might be the turning point here, depending on how Claris takes it. 7-7, thank you, Kroak. I appreciate that. 7-7, 7-8, they all kind of run together.
Oh wait, 7-8's the one with all the flowers.
Yeah, the Piranha Alley. Yeah.
And usually a boss pass.
SDiezal doing a really good job getting through here. Gonna play it safe, grab this item. Mushrooms well needed. Oh, Claris with the frog suit. Not exactly what he wanted.
Making good use of it.
Still grabs that star. Should be able to get through quite a bit of the stage with it. SDiezal taking no damage down there in the second half of the stage. Well done there.
But now they're basically a little neck and neck.
Yeah, I'd say about half the stage. So that hammer proved to be useful for Claris. Well, actually, technically, Claris is in the lead because he already played 5-2 or 2-2 there. So, with that, Claris, as long as he has a clean boom boom fight, he'll be heading straight into the airship, taking the lead. Claris still has, yeah, SDiezal does use the clouds, so they're neck and neck heading into the World 7 airship here. Say both players still have quite a few clouds, so next World, that's the time to use them. And they are practically within sync of each other, just a few seconds off.
Oh!
Claris does take a dip there. I think Claris does have a P-Wing though, if he's wanting to use it. Yeah, not a bad choice there for him. So it'll still be a little bit behind SDiezal going into the fight, but depending on how Morton treats these guys,
It looks to be a pretty normal Morton fight.
pretty tame.
I have a no moon jump. 5 hits, but you know.
So the last two worlds of both seeds have been 2 and 5, so we'll see if 5 actually gives them some threats here, but both players still have quite a few clouds.
World 8 could be the great decider here. The great equalizer, if you will.
Indeed. So we'll have to see what happens there.
And he does not get the he doesn't get the skip, but you know, that's fine.
As we get a nice little passage from The Princess Bride. If you haven't seen it, go out and see it. It's a great movie.
We have Bridgefort, that's right in the way.
So we found 1-3 here for SDiezal here. He's going to dodge quite a few of these enemies here. Using the star. I'm surprised he didn't go for the item, but at the same time, I'm not. This late in the game, I don't think you go for the item.
No, no one goes for the item this late in. Hopefully. I mean, I would not mind seeing what it is.
So here's the nice thing. With these two pipes on the screen, either one's going to send you up top. It's just where up top is it going to send you. So technically, Claris could cloud over the fort instead of playing the next stage and head straight to the pipe. Because all this stage is going to do is going to build the bridge that leads to the other pipe, which is, in return, going to send you back up top. So
they're both in the same fort at the same time. SDiezal has just a slight lead.
yeah, I'd say
This could flip real easily with a death.
that drunk outfit's not going to give Claris the item he wants, so he's going to keep moving.
Okay.
So
Now we'll see what's in this pipe.
The paradox pipe is going to send him to the tower, which is up top. So he's going to have to play the fortress. Luckily, there's no stages blocking it.
And the other pipe was right there anyway.
So 3F1, easy door 6 fort. This shouldn't be an issue for him.
Claris is right behind him, though. And is going to go play the hammer, rather. And gets a fire flower for his trouble, so maybe worth it.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, there's 6-6.
Not a level you ever want to see.
No. Claris has the right equipment, but with the clouds both player has, I'm a little surprised they're not trying to skip the stage and gamble the next one.
Claris is making it look pretty easy, though.
Yeah, with that Fireflyer, he's got it.
SDiezal lost his. This could be what puts him behind.
Oh, so did Claris, so... Remember, SDiezal did play the fort already, so he's slightly ahead. Claris does not like what he sees up in front of him. Hoping it despawns on him. It looks like it didn't, so...
Oh!
He could make the jump. Oh, nope, he's going to go back down. I think that's a smart move.
Claris is being held hostage by a lag blooper.
Ooh, unfortunate death there for him. Yeah, the hammers do not break the locks here in bracket stage. The only thing they break are the rocks.
Hi, Boss Bass!
Unfortunately, high and by the Boss Bass.
That was another thing that could have ended very poorly. SDiezal not bothering, just using both of his clouds and getting into this airship.
Smart
the World
move.
4 airship. Where's it 5? No, it's 5. It's 5's airship.
No, it's World 4.
Ah!
You were so close. You did that last time.
I confused myself. Hi, Roy!
Roy is the Earthquaker, but again, a two-hitter like last time.
And it... Now, does SDiezal have the drop of shame? I don't think he does. He does.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, no, he doesn't. Ads by Google.
I think both players would like to buy a hammer suit right now. Too bad that's not an option.
We may find a head stage here in World 8. Get some another Fireflower. Sorry, the best you're going to get.
Yeah.
And hello, 8-1. Not a level you want to see either.
Yeah, I honestly, as much as we fear some of these stages, the more you practice and you see them, they're not as scary. So 8-1 is actually fairly easy. He's going to use a strategy with bringing the bullet bills with him, which is genius. Well done there by SDiezal, making 8-1 look like a piece of cake.
As Claris introduces Boom Boom to a star power.
Claris is going to play 5-8. That's going to be 2-4 here.
And we have 6-2 here.
That's right, the ice fort.
Notably, this fortress was right in the way. He had to take it.
The player's going to use that one cloud he's got here. He's going to head into the World 4 airship. SDiezal finishes up Boom Boom. That's one fort down here for World 8.
Our boy Roy is also pretty soft this stage, so he's not going to have too many issues.
No. That did break one lock on the Dark World, so he's going to check another pipe here. He's got two options.
We have... I think we have seen where all of our fortresses are. So all we need to do is find Valley of Bowser, and we're good.
Mm-hmm.
As clarisdatcom is about to enter World 8. One bridge.
One bridge. I'd almost feel better if it's two bridges, because now you have to guess which one is the correct fort. There's a lock, so...
It may be that one, because it's blocked off.
Yeah. It very well could be. This is going to be 3F2. 3F2 has been the gatekeeper several times for multiple races here.
Claire's trying to get P-Speed to circumvent 8-1 somewhat.
Yeah, oh, there he goes.
As SDiezal makes it through swimming for it. Hi, Boom Boom.
Ooh, and I think that block there just saved Claris from dying.
Quite possibly. SDiezal checking out the, nope, not the right fort.
Nope, not the right one. He's going to go back. Probably play the fort stages right there. On the hand stage area.
Claris gets caught in the hand trap on in the dead end.
Yeah, finding 6-5, he's just going to take a death.
Not quite another one of those, that's not a level you don't want to see. It's actually pretty tame. Could be a boss fast at the start, but you know, same for every level.
It really depends on the enemies up top that you have to fly up to. Oof. SDiezal grabs the mushroom, loses it right away as the star runs out. Now, SDiezal has done 3 of the 4 forts here, so he's got a pretty good chance that's it, but we might be right with that Air Force blocking him.
One can only hope. And it... Nope.
That's it. So SDiezal's going to put on a Tanuki suit, and we'll see if he can finish this out and take the series to 2-0 and finish it. SDiezal struggling here a little bit with the Bowser stage. I'm going to give it a second try here. There he goes.
clarisdatcom is trying to work his way through the riddle of World 8. He knows he only has to find one fortress, find the right fortress.
Yeah, SDiezal's still struggling a little bit. He's down to just small Mario. He's going to have to go down the stairs.
But he's through it. Oh!
The fireball says...
And Claris is going straight to the right fortress.
SDiezal's going to give this another try. He's got his Tanuki suit this time. So this is SDiezal's race to lose here if he does not complete this. Does the clip there, the Everman clip, makes it easy. And he's into the second to last room against Bowser.
As long as he gets through this, he should be fine. As clarisdatcom is about to go check Valley of Bowser and see, yes, that was what he needs to do. But it's probably going to be too little, too late.
And there it is. Yeah, Claris is going to be heading into the fort here. Unfortunately, he is just not going to make it there.
Or we will probably get to see a fireball kill. And
with that, SDiezal will win this series against clarisdatcom. He will move on to the bracket stage where he will face against Macobra 52 in the next round.
And he has finished with an official time of 40 minutes and 6 seconds.
So give your GGs in chat to him, folks. He put on a fantastic showcase tonight.
Do you think we should see if we can get him in here?
Sure, yeah, see if we can get him in for an interview. Claire's still taking on Bowser here, trying to go for that fire kill. And down goes Bowser. Nice fire kill though by Claris. And with that, Claris will finish here with an SRL time of 40 minutes and 58 seconds. GG to Claris. Fantastic race by both of them. We're going to see if we can get both these guys in here for an interview. So folks, please make sure to give both these runners a follow.
And hello, Claris.
Hey.
Claris, that was a tough seed that first one around. I think 7-1 had your number for a while there.
And when you know 60 seconds into a match, things are not going to go well. You know, it is what it is. You know, you're going to get this kind of stuff from time to time. It's not an easy pill to swallow.
Yeah, I felt overall like the first seed you kind of stumbled and kind of tripped over yourself a little bit, but the second seed you played really well. You only had a few mistakes here and there. Unfortunately, SDiezal was pretty much in high gear at that point. I think he only had a few deaths throughout the entire seed where he played really well.
Speaking of SDiezal, hello, congrats, and GG.
Hello, GG.
Congrats, man.
GG, Claris.
Yeah, I think both you guys, second seed, you both played really well. The interesting side of it was Diesel was burning through his inventory a little faster than you, Claris. I know you're still collecting items here and there, but Diesel had 3 clouds stayed up when you guys both got into World 2.
Yeah, I was like stacked with him, and then once I was in whatever World 5 was, I was like, I need to burn these now, because if I get into still, you know, holding clouds, I'm going to be very upset. So, like, I need to burn these now.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Especially, I saw them like both players have clouds and they haven't used them yet. So it seems you guys were both thinking the same strategy of just burning them right at the end just to get through the world.
Yeah. Using them within a stage before the castle or a couple stages before it. So in that case, I used 2 clouds back to back at the end of 5 just to get out of there.
I do want to ask you, SDiezal, you got to Bowser's castle, you had your Tanuki suit, you went in there and you died. What was going through your brain at that point? Like,
I was almost sure that Claris was gonna take the win right there because I was playing out of my mind.
He was
like,
roughly half a stage behind at that point.
Oh
when
my
you
God.
got into the Bowser fight, he was entering Bowser's castle and he had a fire suit.
Oh,
One more death would have probably been.
That's exactly what I was worried about, and I knew going in without at least a hammer suit that I was gonna have to, you know, do this without, you know, doing it the slow way. And then I take the death. I'm like, well, there's a loss right there. There's no way I'm gonna win this.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that does knock you out, Claris. Any thoughts or anything you want to share with the community here?
It's not, you know, it's never the way you want to go out, but it happened. Hey, congrats to Diesel. He earned it. He earned 100%. I just want to thank Speed Gaming first and foremost for hosting us wild and crazy kids for these past couple months. I want to thank Proa and the admin team for putting this thing on. And another fun year hey, I hit my goal. I made brackets again. I was pretty cool with that. So I was playing with house money. It's all good.
Yeah, and everybody's gonna have a bad race. Unfortunately, that happened to be this time for you, Claris. It's hard to say I'm rooting for one person where I'm rooting for both guys at the same time because with this community we grow, we become friends. You talk outside of chat, outside of the races, and it's tough to see when one goes down because you want everybody to succeed in this tournament.
Yeah, I would like to echo everything Claris said. I knew that going up against Claris, and especially in group here, that if I made one slip up or one mistake, that it was going to cost me. Like, we're both pretty equal in skill here, and at least it came down to like pretty close races. I don't ever like blowouts or anything, and I knew I was going to get a close race with Claris. So, yeah, very good races.
Yeah, so with that, SDiezal, you will be facing Macobra 52. Any thoughts on that?
About that. Let's see. I'm gonna need every RNG god on my side for Macobra.
Yeah, Macobra is, from what I've been talking to people, he's one of the favorites to get, if not into the finals, to win it all. So
yeah, like I have him going pretty far, like in my predictions. So I'm gonna have to do a lot of practice to get ready for Macobra. But I mean, it should be a good race either way.
yeah.
I believe. Do you have any final thoughts on those seeds?
For me, I thought the first one was pretty decent. It wasn't helpful on clouds at all. I think I only found like one cloud in that one. I don't even think I found any. I can't remember, but it wasn't too bad. And then yeah, this second one, I felt like I got a little bit more comfortable in the racing mojo, if you will. But it definitely felt a lot easier to do the second seed than the first one.
And you, Claris?
The second seed was pretty good. That's about it.
Yeah, it was a lot better than the first one. That's for sure.
We will do you the favor of not talking about the first seed.
Yeah.
I was going to forfeit after the first game over. I really.
Yeah, you know what? You sat on that menu for a while, and I was like, please don't forfeit, Claris. I know you got to keep trying, man.
No, I was on tilt. It was over.
Not only did we get like, what was it, 7-1 or 7-6, like the first stage, and
yeah,
so
7-1.
So we couldn't skip it. So I'm like, all right, here we go, and I kind of just like set the tone for the seed. So.
Well, I do want to thank both you guys. This was, unfortunately, the first race was a little one-sided, but that second race literally had people on the edge of their seat because we had half a stage between the two of you going into it. Because SDiezal, you played a few extra stages in World 8 that Claris took the gamble, played the right stage, and it put them right in the Bowser's Fortress. So
wow.
Overall, that was a really exciting race. Everybody in chat, please drop both these guys a follow. They're extraordinary streamers and runners of the game. They did a really good job. If you want, please drop me a follow as well as my partner here, Much Paranoia. We love giving you guys commentary. We have a lot more on the docket for this week. Tomorrow night,
you'll hear me again because let me pull it up.
Yeah, you got Gamer Cow against Dave Lindo, and it's Paranoia will be on the comms with AliCad.
And after that is Paradox 64 versus One Fine Day.
And once again, you'll have me on the comms, joined with clarisdatcom. So, and then Saturday night, we got two races. We're going to have yours truly against Zodiac Dread. We'll have LZ Cards Fan and the Crazy Dude on the comms for that. Those guys are ecstatic. I love listening to them. I love doing comms with both of them. So that should be a really fun just to listen to, if not watch.
And about the same time, we'll have Cabin 856 versus Justin Man 114.
Yep, and that's pretty much all we'll have for this first round of brackets. Upcoming next week will be the second round of brackets. We already got a couple matches booked up for that for Wednesday, March 20th at 7:30 p.m. on Eastern time. We have Classic Gamer 88 against Jabum. That's going to be a fantastic race. Classic is an eccentric runner. He's got the skills. He doesn't like using power-ups. He'll even admit to you he thinks in-card games are trash. Lucky for him, they don't exist. And Jabum is, I think, is he still currently the world record holder for Mario 3 Mix, if I'm not mistaken? But he's another great runner. So I think that's basically two juggernauts going against each other. And then we have one more race that night, and that's going to be Pro 007, the organizer of this year's tournament, against world record holder Mitch Flower Power. So I think that's two other good juggernauts heading off against each other. I think those races are actually going to be closer than you think. So be sure to stay tuned. We got lots of stuff on the docket for you guys.
Sounds good.
And I think that will do us.
Yeah.
For me, it's Paranoia, also known as Much Paranoia, and
I'm Gimp Extreme. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Thank you, Claris. Thank you, SDiezal. Thank you, Paranoia, for joining me here. Everybody at the Speed Gaming community, we thank you guys for being here and watching and supporting us, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Yep. Thank you, Commentary. Thank you, Speed Gaming. Thank you, Claris, for the race. It was good. Everybody have a good night.